Good morning, Cougars. This is Mr. Martinez with the morning announcements. Good morning, Luca.
Good morning.
It's good to see you, buddy. Listen, I came to work early this morning, so I'm already in my office. And listen, we have a 3-day weekend coming up because of Memorial Day. And as a result, we have a special flag. Check out this flag here. This comes to us from Bentley in the 5th grade. It's in honor of Memorial Day and fallen soldiers. There's a story behind this flag. And if you could see it, Luke, it's folded up into a triangle. The story behind this flag is that Bentley's uncle Randy was serving in Afghanistan at the time that Bentley was born. And at that time, soldiers were able to make arrangements to honor a special occasion with a flag flown on the day of Bentley's birth. So this flag is a keepsake for that. Unfortunately, Bentley's Uncle Randy lost his life in Afghanistan. So you can only imagine how special this flag is to him and how special it is that he shared it with us this morning. Luca, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Of course. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
All right. Big shout out to Bentley and Uncle Randy for that awesome flag. Thank you, Luca. We want to welcome everybody to Happy Friday. Today's May 28th. We've had some amazing weather, and that continues today with highs in the low 80s. We have been celebrating Student Council Spirit Week all week, Luca. Remind everybody, what's the focus for today, Friday, May 28th?
So the focus for today, it's Rainbow Day, and we should wear all different colors of the rainbow.
That's right. And I'm embarrassed to say that I totally forgot I would be wearing my rainbow tie right now. But everybody celebrate all the wonderful colors in the world. Today is Rainbow Day at Carpenter. Now, Luca, we have been celebrating and saying goodbye to a lot of staff members who will not be returning to Carpenter next year, kind of like our 5th grade culminating class. We have staff members that are culminating also. Today, we're going to say goodbye to Mrs. Belateche. Can you believe it? Let's bring her in right now. Here is Mrs. Belateche.
Yes.
Good morning, Mrs. Belateche.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
Hi.
Mrs. Belateche, I was just reminding everybody that we've been saying goodbye to staff members for the last week that will unfortunately not be joining us in August to return for a new year of teaching. You have been a huge part of everything that this school has done for the last 2 decades. And boys and girls, if you don't know Mrs. Belateche's story, let me try to sum it up to you this way. Here was a Carpenter mom. Her kids were going to school at Carpenter, and she decided to volunteer. She, just like many of our parents, she decided to roll up her sleeves and help out the school. She was so good at helping the school that they actually offered her a position with a science program that really started with something small. Let's do some materials. Let's get a space. Hey, would you mind teaching a couple days? Hey, could you do 5 days? Hey, how about a garden? Hey, how about some animals? Hey, you have become, after 2 decades, the icon of this community and the person who has inspired generations to love science. So on behalf of our entire school community, thank you, Mrs. Belateche.
Well, thank you. It really was an accident. And I think one of the things that's great, that is important, is to say yes. Say yes to things like, okay, I wanted to volunteer and I wanted to try to do some of those things. And when they asked me, I said, okay. And then new things and wonderful things happen sometimes when you say yes.
So that's great advice for everybody. Take advantage of an opportunity and say yes. You never know what great things can happen. Mrs. Belateche, Luca's got a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Yeah, Mrs. Belateche. Do you have any favorite memories of the past few years that you'd like to share?
Well, first of all, I remember my first day of trying to teach science. I didn't know what I was doing because I wasn't a science teacher. I was a geologist, right? But I love science, and I just try to share my excitement. But some of my favorite things are things that at first I didn't want to do. I was a little nervous about them. So we started a garden and we started planting. And then I had this idea of let's pick some things and eat them. Let's make a little feast, a little harvest feast. And it started out small and became huge, right? Luca, remember having harvest feast at Carpenter?
Yeah.
And I mean, it was a lot of work, but every single year I had so many students come and say that that was their favorite thing. And it's one of my favorite things too, because I was born on a farm. I love harvesting. I love planting and harvesting. The other thing I really like is engineering projects. Engineering was something that we started about 5 years ago. And at first I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be so much work. And then I realized how great it is for students to do something, to solve a problem and make it real. And instead of thinking of it as like extra work, I then started thinking, wow, this is amazing. And I love engineering. And I love, like 5 years ago when I said to the kids, to you guys, hey, we're going to do an engineering project, you all said, what? And now when I say we're going to start an engineering project, you all go, yay! And I just love that.
That's awesome. What else you got for her, Luca?
Yeah, I have another question. Mrs. Belateche, I'm wondering if you have any final thoughts that you'd like to share with our school community.
Well, one thing I would like to say is that there are so many of you guys come up and say, Mrs. Belateche, when I grow up, I'm going to be a scientist, or I want to be an engineer, or I want to be an inventor. And I want to say, you don't have to wait. When you do science, when you do experiments, when you solve problems, when you use your brain, you're doing it right now, right? You don't have to wait until you grow up. You can be a scientist and an engineer right now, right, Luca? That's what you do on robotics. You solve problems today. You don't have to wait. You can do it now.
Luca, I'm wondering from a student's perspective, what will you remember from Mrs. Belateche in science?
I would always remember, so we would be doing work in class, and then my teacher would say that we get to go to science, and everyone would always be so excited because we don't have to do work and we get to do something fun.
And you didn't even realize you were doing work, right? Because it was so much fun and so enjoyable. Wow.
Mhm.
Well, Mrs. Belateche, as I said before, you have meant everything to us, and you will continue to be part of our community. But thank you on behalf of all of our students that you've inspired, all of our staff that you've inspired. We wish you nothing but the best in your retirement so that you can do what you want to do on your time, the way you want to do it. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Oh, man. Well, you know, we have been celebrating AAPI, Jewish American Heritage Month, and we have a final video that was put together from probably at least 20 families, if not more, to kind of culminate Asian American, Pacific Islander, and Jewish American Heritage Month. So here it is. Enjoy it. Here we go.
Hi, Carpenter friends. As we close this crazy school year, we wanted to come together to celebrate Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month and Jewish American Heritage Month, as well as all the incredible diverse group of families that we have here at Carpenter. And what better way to do that than to showcase all the different ways we can say community in a variety of languages and talking about what community means to us.
In Tagalog, which is the official language of the Philippines, the word for community is pamayanan.
Let's see how diverse families all over Carpenter celebrate the community in Carpenter Community Charter.
In Burma, where my dad is from, a dying a wine is community. It means circle of people.
Hey friends, this is the Polo family, and we are definitely a diverse family.
Yeah.
And we have a message for you. We want to say,
Je suis Carpenter.
Nosotros somos Carpenter.
And we're Carpenter. Bye!
We are the community of Carpenter Community Charter.
We are Carpenter.
Community.
Samuga. I am Carpenter Community.
Hello, my name is Asher Cohen.
Hello, my name is Samantha Cohen.
And in our religion and culture, we speak Hebrew. We are Carpenter Community.
In Hebrew, Kahila is how you say community. Dynawine means community.
What?
Community.
What?
Community means to help the others in your community by picking up trash.
Community! Comunidad. Community means a world with a lot of people sharing the world around them. Ni hao, I'm Mr. Carpenter.
Hi, my name is Ray Polanka and I'm in 3rd grade and my family is Chinese American. And how you say community in Cantonese is say koi.
Community 的政治社区人都是 Carpenter 的社区的成员。
Mabuhay Cougars. We are the community of Carpenter Community Charter School. Salamat po.
Carpenter 社区。
We are Carpenter Community.
We are Carpenter. Jasper.
Phoebe.
Carpenter tayo. Magkasama ay magtatagumpay. Which means we are Carpenter.
And together,
We succeed. Happy Asian Pacific Islander Month.
Oh, bravo. And what better way to round out Asian American Pacific Islander and Jewish American Heritage Month with a video from our own community, huh? How great was that? Luca, it's time for Luca's Laudable Laughs. And I know, go ahead and take over the screen. We've got Mrs. Belateche. While he's doing that, tell us what the name of your cat is.
Oh, this is Puzzle, and she's been trying to get on my lap all this whole time.
Oh, well, she made it. She made it.
She did.
So, Luca, tell everybody, what was the focus? What was your prompt?
Yes, so this week is Spirit Week, and the prompt is Zen Tuesday. So on Tuesday, we asked you guys all to draw some Zentangle drawings and then send them over here to Lucas Laudable Laughs. And I have
All right.
5.
Let's see what you
of them.
got.
This one is from Mrs. Green, and hers, she's a teacher at Carpenter, and hers is very good. There's like some trees, birch trees, and a white circle in the middle, and then outside there's all these different colors and patterns everywhere.
Really cool. I even like the piano keyboard in there also. Very nice, Mrs. Green. Shout out to Miss Green.
This one is from Isaiah, and he drew what seems to be like a duck or maybe a chicken, and inside he divided it up into little boxes and drew all the sorts of Zentangles inside.
Mrs. B,
So,
I
you
think
know, of course,
that's Lucky Duck.
Yeah, I think I like the chicken and the duck theme.
Go, Isaiah. Thank you, buddy.
This one is from Hadley, and so she drew a giant M in the middle of a paper and divided up all the other pieces of paper into patterns that she drew.
And I'm all about that letter M. Nice job for the M.
This is from Emmy's, and she drew this very interesting Zentangle that sort of looks like a geode.
Very good.
That's what I was thinking, Luca. I was thinking that looks like a geode.
Thank you, Emmy.
And this is our last one. This is from Ava. Right here, we can see that she has a very colorful paper with a heart in the middle, and you can see she's a lot of Zentangle patterns all around.
Shout out to Ava. Thank you so much to everybody that submitted a Zentangle to Luca's Laudable Laughs.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Luca.
That's all, folks.
Woohoo!
I like to change up the picture.
So before we do our words of wisdom, we want to remind everybody, no school on Monday. It is Memorial Day. So have a nice 3-day weekend. And now it's time for the words of wisdom. Boys and girls, everybody wants to be happy, right? Listen to what one person says about finding happiness.
Yeah. Your best shot at being happy, your best shot at happiness and self-esteem, the things that make you a real success, is not in making as much money as you can, but in doing something you think is worthwhile.
Something that is worthwhile is useful and valuable. Stop and think about ways you can build your self-worth and gain a little happiness by doing something worthwhile. There are worthwhile projects here at school that could use your time and energy. Consider volunteering to help out at home or to help out with a worthy cause. If you are interested, talk to a teacher, your principal, or someone you trust.
With something to think about, this is Mr. Martinez.
And Luca.
And Mrs. Belateche.
Make it a great day.
Or not.
The choice is yours. Mrs. Belateche, any final shout outs?
I want to do a shout out to all those scientists out there. Keep working. I'm so proud of everything you guys have done this year. You're amazing.
Mrs. Belateche, thank you for everything. We love you very much. Thank you. Luca,
Bye,
have a great day
everybody.
of school. We'll see everybody on Tuesday, June 4th when we return. Have a great day, guys. Bye.